Hello everyone, this is Sajid Latif Khan and you are watching my channel Learning for All. And today I will be talking about what are the difficulties that the students are facing while reading comprehension. It has been observed by the educationist or linguist that the teachers are having some problems while teaching reading comprehension in their classes. The problem is not so that the teachers are not teaching rightly in their classes, but the thing is, which is very important, that the students are not getting the points of the teacher or they are weak at reading comprehension. So what is the reason behind that? There is a problem that lies in every school. The question is, what are those causes because of which students cannot improve their reading comprehension skill? And what are the remedies for these defects? It is very important to discuss that what is reading retardation because of which students cannot improve their comprehension skill in their respective schools. The students of the same class differ in their speed of reading. Same children cover a large number of pages while others cannot finish a few pages. This difference in the speed of reading causes a great difference in the overall abilities of the children. Some students can easily understand the passage, and on the other hand, there are some students or the group of students who cannot understand it. So what is the reason? The reason is reading retardation. There are several causes of reading retardation. For example, physical defects, intellectual deficiencies, educational causes, personal and emotional factors, defect in the mechanics of reading. Physical defects. Sound health plays a great part in acquiring reading abilities. Apart from poor general health, there are certain defects adversely affect the reading speed. Number 1, visual defects. If the eyes of a child cannot form a regular span of the words, or if he is suffering from diseases like myopia, hyperopia, and astigmatism, his progress of reading becomes slow. Neurological defects. They are connected with the lack of proper functioning of any part of the brain. Auditory and speech defects. A child who is hard of hearing or lacking speaking power cannot read like a normal child. Children born in foreign countries or brought up in a home where foreign language is spoken cannot read properly. Now let's talk about intellectual deficiencies. Low intelligence quotient. There is a positive correlation between intelligence and reading. A student having a low IQ shows a progress in reading than a poorer student of high IQ. Lack of required motivation. The children should be motivated to read. They should be told that they have to read either for pleasure or for getting information. Lack of interest. If the reading material does not relate to those matters in which the child is interested, it will fail to capture his interest and the child will not make much progress in reading. Lack of reading readiness. If the child is not mentally prepared for the reading activity, he cannot make satisfactory progress. Limited vocabulary. The child gets frustrated when the difficult words occur frequently. He or she cannot understand the strange words. So it is important for the teachers to work on vocabulary so that the students can understand the passage they are going to read. Lack of attention. The students mentally absent while reading cannot make out anything from the reading material. So this is high time for the teacher that the teacher should involve the students towards classroom activities so that every individual sitting in a classroom may have some attention towards the reading. unattractive reading material. If the reading material doesn't suit to the taste of the children, they lose their interest in reading. So the teacher responsibility is to make the reading material appealing and interesting for the students. Number 4. Personal and emotional factors. There are some individual differences in the classroom. Nervous, negligent, rash, ill-tempered children show little interest in reading. On the other hand, obedient, polite, smart, self-satisfied and self-controlled children can very easily develop a taste for reading. There are some problems of social adjustment. A child is faced with many problems of adjustment, such as to behave different type of children, physically handicaps, racial and religion indifference. If the child cannot adjust himself in these situations, he cannot show satisfactory progress in reading. Reading material beyond experience. If the reading material is beyond the experience of the child, he will not understand it. Thus, he will not take interest in it and his speed in reading will be badly affected. Unsympathetic attitude of the teacher. The harsh attitude of the teacher may cause mental and emotional disturbance to the child, thus affecting his reading capacity. Defects in mechanics of reading. Sometimes a child develops such habits which impede the speed of reading. For example, loud reading, movement of the head and the lips, and of the fingers during the reading cause the waste of time. Now let's talk about some remedies for the reading retardation. Number 1. Physical defects. There should be a periodically medical checkup of the students. Any defect of eyesight or hearing should be removed by the consultation of the doctor. If a child has incurable auditory defects, he must be taught by methods suitable for deaf children. Some students fail in reading because they are not seated properly so as to hear words clearly. Number 2. Poor speed in reading. Training should be given to move the eyes regularly and improves the eye span. Easy and interesting material should be given to the students. A sense of competition should be created among the children by asking them to summarize a given reading within a limited time. Emotional and personal problems. There are some students in the classroom who have their own learning style, their own emotional quotient, and their own personal problems. It is the high time for the teacher to understand their problems and to tackle them carefully so that they can get themselves mixed with the reading or any activity in the classroom, and they can also get mixed with students of other intelligences. In order to overcome these problems, the child should be encouraged to play games and get mixed freely with his class fellows. The attitude of the parents and the teachers should be sympathetic to the child. They should try to understand the difficulties of the child and try to remove them. The child should be encouraged when he shows even the slightest progress. The teacher should set a good model of reading for the children to copy. He should use various kinds of exercises based on mimicking, drill, and ear training. The training should be given in correct pronunciation and intonation. He should explain the physiological basis of sounds, that is, which organs of speech are involved in producing certain sounds. A frequent use of tape recorder may also prove helpful. Intellectual defects. In order to remove such defects, the teacher should use some oral work in the beginning so as to provide rich stock of vocabulary before the child starts reading. During this period, the teacher should also enrich the life experience of the child. pictures, books and magazines should be provided to arouse interest for reading. The teacher should relate the stories before asking them to read. This kind of motivation will go a long way in creating interest in reading. The teacher should take care that the reading material provided at early stage should never be above the comprehension of the children. In case of mentally immature children, the reading should be postponed by 6 months or a year as the case may be. That is it for now. I hope you like my video. If you like my video, please don't forget to subscribe my channel and turn on the bell icon so that you can have more and more upcoming videos of mine. Thank you so much.